Hey everyone, this is Uthris and welcome back to another episode of Let's Build Medieval Engineers. Last episode we kind of started working on this town hall, and as you can see off camera, I've done quite a bit of work on it. I'm still trying to decide the final layout, but we're definitely getting there. Everything is still structurally sound for now. I don't know how much more weight we'll be able to add or anything like that. I got rid of the front towers. I just thought it took away from the clock too much. So I decided to just leave the tower the dominant feature for the front side of the town hall. The back is still going to have its towers and then its two towers on the right side. And so we might as well just get started here. Yeah. This upper floor, this final upper floor, is actually the mayor's office or quarters or something. So hopefully it looks pretty nice once we're done with it. Kind of have a front little room and then a big living space and bedroom area, I guess. The main staircase up and down the floors, of course, is in this area. I wouldn't have mind putting it beneath the clock tower, but I'm going to end up sealing this off, and this doorway here is going to be how we get to the inner workings of the clock gears. In fact, I need to decide how to get up there without destroying everything in the process, and I really hope I don't. I need to get rid of this wooden platform. This stuff was before I decided to make a wooden tower, or not a wooden tower, a actual proper clock tower. So I figured the doorways would have been up here, but it's just too tall to build the rest of the structure this height, so there would be structural problems if I tried to do that. So let's see, I'm basically gonna have to build the staircase down rather than up. Hopefully it lines up. It does. Surprisingly, I didn't really expect it to. But sometimes buildings like this just kind of end up working out with minor details and adjustments. Even if it was not a bad problem, that we would have been able to work through it. So now there's definitely a set path to get up into the inner workings. Obviously we need to set some guardrails and things like that. I was thinking about making a type of... Why can't I place this now? Am I going to need a bottom support block for this to work? Why don't you work? Okay. It's a little weird. That will get in the way of the gears. This won't, so. We're gonna have to build a wooden support structure for our staircase. Just hoping to get away with not needing one. Turns out that wasn't the case. The simplest solution would be to do something like this. That way I have supports tied to the wall and then work its way down. And I should be able to put a railing here now. Hopefully, nope, doesn't look like it will interfere with anything else. I was thinking about just sealing this area off, maybe putting a small workshop. In fact, that still sounds like a really good idea. Like maintenance for the clock. Though I do like the concept of being able to look up as you walk in and see the inner workings. Maybe I can move that to a different location. Support wise, still doing okay. Use some stone supports here to give it some extra strength. I need to finish this section real quick. Sometimes I get really tired of having to delete little overhangs from the roof tiles, but it's okay, I guess, to do this every time. Then we need our wonderful supports here. What's the best way to measure this out? It looks like it starts... Is that 2? 1, 2. 1, 2. I have no idea how to measure this out. But if I had to guess, it was going to be something along these lines. I'll know for sure once we start working on the facade on this side and trying to get it to match aesthetically to the other side. Now these ones I do know because it just lines up directly with that. This side's a little bit different. It doesn't have that porch that the right side. I was gonna say the court, but my vocabulary is a little lacking today. I guess we can go ahead and seal this off, or not, because it's too big of a gap. It's a problem. How does it work over here? We're able to do it. Why can I not do it over here? I don't think I brought these out quite enough. Maybe one more block in every direction. It's all about the details, folks. It's all about the details, because without it, just wouldn't look good. Is the other side wider? Why is this not working? It overhangs by a little bit. Side overhangs by a lot. Huh. Okay. I guess we're just gonna have to make it slightly different. As long as the concept's the same, I don't think anyone will really notice. And bring that out. Same over here. Let's see, is there any way for me to seal this at all? No, doesn't make sense. I think this side's, yeah. I think we put the arches on the outside. here. So that's definitely the measurement problem. But maybe it's nice that they're going to be different. Almost as a signal for which wing is what, if you're just lost. So we're just going to do a nice wooden effect here. Something like that. And then also seal this off. Again, another small change from the other side. This, by the way, this wing is the military wing, so the generals and commanders have their own wing in the government. What is this? Is this just trash? Yes. Not a big deal. That can stay. Looks like it's just residue from this little roof tile that we had to do to make this look nice and clean. Oh god. We're going to be ready to start roofing soon, and I know some of you are going to say something about this balcony on the side because really it's not going to have a view at all because the two towers, and then they're just looking down into the court, really. But these spaces are kind of office spaces and administration spaces. They're not really, the view doesn't really matter on these things. One more. And then also, I mean, if need be, we could always separate the court from the town hall, move it, and then this space would work a little bit better, and add a different wing on there. I just figured it would be nice to attach the court system to the town hall as one big piece. But since this will be on the workshop, you guys can move and change it however you want. It's up to you. And then I'm thinking the tower will actually only be this tall. And they're not going to have any windows on them. I don't think I want battlements either. Just a standard square tile would be nice. Even though really I should be using the corner piece for this. I don't use this often. Mainly because I don't usually build square towers. They're not very good looking in my opinion. Let's go with a staircase. Build this up. And where's my wooden floor? So there's this side. Kind of a shame that the wooden platform's not on this side, but I don't think I can do anything about that. Except unless I want to rotate the staircase around, but that would require building the whole tower back, just due to my Alt key still not working. It might be something that I need to reinstall my game for, which would be a really, you know, just a bad experience, I think. So there's that. Let's go ahead and add a roof onto this section. Okay, and bring this down, I guess, to make it nice and clean and flush. So that's kind of our first roof. Check structural integrity. We're looking okay. Guardrail. This will have an awning over it as well. I'm really tempted to seal this off. In fact, I will. I just think it makes sense to do. I think it makes it look a lot more clean. This needs an awning as well. And then after we build this awning, I think I'll just go ahead and skip ahead. I like that, you know, we're going outside and inside in the structure, wrapping around a lot of little levels and things like that. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this off camera and give you guys kind of a final tour of what everything is going to be. Alright everyone, here is the finished town hall. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a tour, but real quick, I did make one adjustment to the clock. I ended up changing the end piece of it. Instead of using this trebuchet belt loop or rope loop, I replaced it with a torch, and that's just because at nighttime it was impossible to see up there, and I didn't want to add wall torches. And so right now, with that torch on there, it looks like you can tell the time at night fairly nicely. I don't know how in survival you would light that torch at all, but it's there. Hey, you can read the time. So that's a pretty cool feature, I think. Go ahead and make it daytime again. Adjust. Thank you. So it's a multi-building kind of complex for sure. We have the commander's wing, and this is for the commander of the army and his generals to kind of formulate plans and then take them into the council to basically approve of what they're doing. The courthouse section, which we've already shown, and then the back kind of offices and multiple stories. We can just go ahead and walk through this. Have a little bit of an opening left to see the inner workings of the clock, but I hung a chandelier here, and all that wooden piece is doing is making that a centered chandelier. I had to do this to get this block to align perfectly, and I don't know if I like it yet. I could just put more wall torches and open this back up. That way you can see upstairs. I'm just kind of 50-50 on it right now. Let's go ahead into the military wing. Not much to show. In most of the rooms, they're missing a lot of details, but I don't really feel like going through all that right now. So this would be kind of the main offices and charts and keeping of plans like that. Into probably a small armory here. And then at the top, the commander's private office. So that's what I have to show for that. They have a little bit of an extra rampart above his office, and then a standard tower on the other side. Back across our little wing hallway. Then we have kind of the main staircase to get into the upper workings of the town hall. This lower room is the main council chamber, and this is where, you know, people would come, share their grievances, listen to some hearings, town hall meetings of that sort. The governor or head of the town would have his desk here, or his public desk, and some chairs and other tables probably strung out through the room. And then we have these side rooms. These side rooms could be anything from a kitchen area to maybe just some more offices and desks and chairs, maps, things like that. You could even get pretty specific. Maybe the town charter or tax collecting room would be off one of these. I do need a treasury. That might go into a basement if I think about it. Pretty standard square towers. It is a mirrored building, so not much to show on the other side. It's pretty much the exact same. Now we're on floor 2, and of course we have some more offices with decent views both directions. The balcony on this side, of course, blocked by the courtroom. Pretty cool that you can see down into it though. And then on the opposite side, you can kind of see the balcony as if, you know, there wasn't a courtroom and we just had another wing of that size. Definitely a nice view point. Missing the wooden supports here, but I apparently forgot about that. And then we go up the final staircase and we have the inner workings of the clock, above view of the chandelier. And then this would be, well, that needs fixed. This will be the governor's kind of office and maybe his living area. I'm not sure if he should get his own living area in the town hall or not. And then he has this kind of back small balcony with a nice view. I forgot to put the overhang on this as well. I'm supposed to do something like that. Come on, please place how I wanted you. There we go. Then also stick this little piece in there so it's flush. Wouldn't mind putting piece like that. Looks like it's kind of supporting its own weight. And yeah, so that's the town hall courthouse combination. Again, you can swap the courthouse with just another wing if you want. You can copy that wing over onto the other side, make it a little bit more defensive, or maybe a library or some type of forum, something. Don't know yet. But yeah, hope you guys like the build. Let me know in the comments down below what you would like me to build next, and I'll get on that. Leave a like if you guys are enjoying the series. Leave a comment just to say hi. No Jasper this episode, which is nice on my end because he's quiet right now. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.